It's the calm before the storm, kids. Let's play, sorry about that. Getting it screwed up. Anyway, here we are. We're putting the Yo in studio. Look at that. New AC-15 handbar. That thing sounds unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. Anyway, here it is, nice and calm and peaceful before Peter Montesi and Tony Shepard come in here and destroy my mellow vibe with a party.
Film already. James, where are we going to do this?
You know, we're small but we're mighty. There it is, huh? We've had that. All right, so Mr. Montesi, tell us what we're doing today.
We're going to have Ken Hurst from Electrodyne. Ken, smile.
Say hey.
We're going to have him talk a little bit about the 511 and the 501 Electrodyne 500 series.
Okay.
EQ and Free. Then what we're going to do is we're going to show this for the first time, the Mark 8.
Oh, okay, right on.
This is still a working prototype and still work in progress. And Tony got it to a point where he's very comfortable with it. And we're going to show it, and it actually works. And we've got 2 units. If we get time, we'll show that they talk to each other. We'll explain it as we go.
Beautiful.
Okay?
All right, are we excited?
I'm thrilled to death.
Really? Good.
Are you hungry?
I could eat a boiled jackass through a straw.
Let's go do it.
That would be interesting.
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah. It's not like an anal probe. It's just.
That would be,
Say hey, Tony Shepard.
hey, Tony Shepard.
Look, here's my daughter Asia. Say hey, Asia.
Where's Asia?
Here's my beautiful wife Karen. And baby. Yeah, look at that. Turn
Riker.
aside. Riker.
Carrie Lee said I wasn't big enough.
Who is that?
Get away from me.
Handsome
Look at
devil.
the shadows, man. I mean, he looks like
Get away
he's
from
like a
me.
vampire guy or something. Hey, say hey, guys.
Hello.
Party's starting. I'm James.
Jordan.
Jordan, nice to meet you, Jordan.
If I could just put kick and snare out of one or two
Right.
if you wanted to.
Uh-oh. Phone's ringing.
Oh, yeah, just do the drum.
Look at the size of these pizzas. Look, now Mike is known to have small hands, so that's not a good representation.
How you doing?
Look at
strong.
Look at the size of that pizza.
San Diego.
Do you guys believe how big that pizza is?
Monster.
Put the Heineken in front of it so like we have a point of reference. I mean, look at that. Pizza and beer, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday, September 12th, 2009. We're here at Vocal Asylum, centrally located in beautiful downtown Hollywood.
Yeah.
And we got Mr. Tony Shepard here with this beautiful console and a rack of stuff over here and a whole bunch of stuff. And he's got, looks like some sort of Pro Tools session. And he is plugged in to my Adams P22s. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tony Shepard on the new cool looking mixing board.
Yeah, so this is the Mark 8 from Pete's Place. And it's still in beta form. Should be shipping Q1 of next year. And it's a 8 fader. We don't like to call it a console. But it's an 8 fader sidecar that can turn into a console. You can buy 8 buckets at a time. And it's a 500 series based console. Let's just call it a console for this moment in time. And the cool thing about it is you can buy it stock with nothing in it and put in your favorite color. So if you wanted to put API,
what comes with it
the
with stock?
Stock would be anything minus the 500 modules. That's
It would
right.
have this.
So you have 8 buses, you have stereo, and this is bay 1 and this is bay 2, and you can fill it full of anything you want. So if you say you want an API console, you can put API mic pre's and EQs and compressors in there. If you wanted to have, the Electrodynes, you can have mic pre's and EQs from the Electrodyne. You can make this whatever you want it to be, and that's the cool thing about this. You could have it full of whatever sound fits you.
Okay.
So-
And each one of these comes with a separate like power supply, like an API rack,
That's
or like
correct.
a okay.
And the power supply is back here. It is heavy enough.
Oh yeah.
Each one of those powers the unit,
Okay.
and it can sustain anything as long as it's a 500 series. It can sustain 16 channels of any 500 series you want in the rack.
Beautiful.
It's got 8 buses, stereo bus, 2 stereo Q SIMs for auxes. So if you want your external reverbs, your PCM 90 or your 480L, you've got that on here. Let me show you a couple other things. So this is a insert and a bypass for each channel. Okay.
So let me get a little shot here of the channel so everybody can kind of see it.
So Ken's got, for instance, on this, you've got these are the new Electrodyne 501s.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got 3 here. If you wanted to, take a look at the back. Shoot the back. There's an insert send and return for each one of the bays. So let's say you've got a mic pre over here, but you really want it over here.
You can wire it in.
Yeah.
And this is
You can
all
send and return
all
on
D
this.
sub back here.
All D sub.
What are these 8? Are these 8 input mic? So you could use it like a mic pre.
Correct.
Just 8.
Straight in.
Straight in. Okay, I see. Okay.
You've got send and
so
return.
So you've got 16. You have 8 in back here, so it's for 8 mic pre's.
Each one, yes, each channel is an input,
Gotcha.
depending on where you're going to do and what.
So
you're
you could
gonna do with them.
input it XLR or D sub. Beautiful.
So now you've got that right as your input. You're coming in channel input, and you can either bypass this bay or you can insert into this bay.
Hold on 1 second. Let's just go back. I just wanted to get the whole back of it,
Sure.
so people could see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so say that again.
So now you're coming in on the input of the channel,
Okay.
and you can either bypass this bay. That's what this bypass button is.
Okay.
When it's bypassed, when it's lit, it means it's bypassing whatever's in bay 1 and then whatever's in bay 2. And if you want to instantiate whatever in bay 1 or bay 2, just take the light off.
Instantiate. Do we need like some sort of do we need like some sort of like dictionary?
If you want to insert what's there.
No, I want to instantiate.
Ah, come on now. I got used to that word with Digi. Every time you instantiate a plugin.
All right, this is probably mostly going to be on Gear Slugs.
Yeah,
so,
that's
you know,
okay. They should know that word. Come on, baby.
Let's keep
It's
it,
all good.
Let's keep it public school, man. Come on, now.
Come on, with the private school about it. Give me a break. Okay, so if you want this bay,
Okay.
whatever this is, if you're using this mic pre and you want it on this channel, you just take off the bypass and it's there.
Oh, and then that activates.
That-
Oh,
Correct.
that's awesome.
Yeah. If this mic pre, if this EQ, if you wanted that EQ, boom, EQ's on. Even if you haven't turned it on, it's still in the chain now.
Gotcha.
Same thing with bypass 2, 1 and 2. Bay 1, Bay 2. Piece of cake. Okay?
This is easy.
It's easy. You've got 8 buses per channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is your stereo bus right here. So if you want to hear it out your speakers, stereo 1 and 2, that's what this is. Here's your aux sends. This is pre and post. You've got pan, right? Let's go down. So let's say you wanted it in mono. You just take out the pan button. Now it's straight up the middle as if you'd never moved the pan
Gotcha.
whatsoever. Okay? You've got unity. This is the slickest button on this board. Let's say you're doing something that's like in the box and you want to zero all these out on the faders. All you have to do is come through and just push the unity buttons, and it's as if you pushed all these faders up to 0.
And sat there very carefully making
Yeah.
0.
Instead of sitting here going, well, I think it's kind of 0, I think it's kind of... You hit the unity button and everything is completely 0, even if the faders are down at the bottom. The console, the fader is immediately at unity.
So if you had this at 0 and you hit Unity, sound would just come flying out.
If you had this down at the bottom, you hit that exactly.
Gotcha.